Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from my residence. Just touching upon a few issues today that is legally sound and grounded in law, and U.S. Constitution supports that law. Also, the massive amount of damage the Democrats have done to the economy in the metropolitan area is vast. Uh, the first issue we're going to touch upon is uh, Wisconsin and other areas that don't wish the President of the United States to enter their boundaries. Well, that's a fallacy and a falsehood based upon the fact that your issues must and will be addressed if the individual local and state governments don't address them. They must be addressed by the President of the United States of America. That's a vested federal right to every citizen of the United States of America. And every citizen has a right to be free from illegal intrusion. Every citizen has the right to freedom of speech. Every citizen has the right to freedom of religion. Every citizen has the right to protect their life, liberty, and property. And every citizen has the right to due process of law and equal application of the law clause, regardless of your religious beliefs or your ethnic origin. Unfortunately, what these individuals fail to realize that the Civil RICO Act and the RICO Act, which governs the Civil RICO Act, is applicable to BLM and Antifa and Barack Obama and their financiers. All these celebrities donating money and these high-powered companies are what they call liable under law, since their money is being used to promote impeding interstate commerce and trade and health and other uh, matters that is detrimental to one's safety and well-being, i.e., threats of intimidation and acts of violence by the Black Lives Matter group, by Antifa, which is guided by Barack Obama and supported financially by George Soros and several other high-powered celebrities, the NFL, the NBA, uh, Nike, Target, Home Depot, etc., etc. And even the car dealership in Kenosha, Wisconsin, that was burnt out by the very people he was supporting. I laugh at this. He deserves everything he gets, and believe me, he deserves a serious fine for what he does. Everyone deserves to lose their assets under the Civil RICO Act for supporting in unison and concert acts of violence to impede interstate commerce through threats of intimidation and violence. This is against the law. These laws were applied to the Italian community, and they must be applied equally to every other community in the United States of America, and must be given recompense for their individual acts of violence that harm their business, harm their property, and harm them physically. This is accessible under the RICO Act 18 U.S.C. 1961 through 64 C and D. Look it up. Judge Kevin Castell in the Southern District of New York and U.S. versus Bellomo, 297 Fed Sub Second. Don't know the exact page, but Southern District of New York, 1997, clearly shows. Also, Diaz versus Gates, 420 Fed Third, 484 or 848 or something like that. Uh, Ninth Circuit, 2004, which also states such is liable under RICO. So therefore, we must attack this situation, and there's only one way to impede their acts of violence and threats of intimidation to harm your business, and that is to apply the Civil RICO. Such Civil RICO was filed June 30th, 2020 by U.S. Constitution Protects All Lives Matter in the Southern District of New York, and has been covered up for reasons probably tied to Barack Obama. This man should be charged with treason, this man should be charged with sedition, and this man should be charged for crimes against humanity and genocide. I have proof of the genocide, so therefore he is guilty for genocide. Secondly, is the harm that the Democrats have done to the city of New York. Now the mayor has gone over and delayed again the school reopening. Number one, these kids need to interact to grow mentally. They need to interact to grow physically. And they need to interact socially with their peers so they can further bind and bond themselves to society in a productive manner. This area needs to be addressed immediately. Mayor Wilhelm, aka Bill de Blasio, which will address him under his real name, is committing crimes that I have never seen in my life. And it's natural crimes that should be addressed by the city council. And if need be, Governor Cuomo step in and ask the mayor to step down and resign for his ineptness. This has not been done yet, but we need to address this. Hopefully, Donald Trump, after the election, will remove Mayor Wilhelm, aka Bill de Blasio. This person has been an eyesore to the community in the individual capacity and his official capacity. Nowadays, before, well, I don't know what happened with him when he became mayor. He must have changed and it went to his head. But we need to address this issue immediately. Thank you very much. And remember, support Donald Trump and Mike Pence for President and Vice President of the United States of America 2020. Because the U.S. Constitution is being diluted and polluted by the Democrats and these younger generation people who don't have the faintest idea what communist is, what Marxist is, and what socialism is. Let them go live there. As the Cuban Americans said, they came to this country for a better life. People don't have the faintest idea what socialism is. And again, until you're subjected to it, you don't know what it is. Thank you very much. And remember, we're coming for you under the Civil RICO Act for violation of civil rights.